What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. Tonight is the first night of the 7-star Pikachu raids. So today I'll be going over what I think are going to be some of the best Pokemon to bring in order to successfully complete these raids. I don't see these raids being too terribly difficult, but they are here for a shorter amount of time than the normal 7-star raids, so try to get as many in as you can in order to take advantage of them. So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe so that you're always up to date with the latest Pokemon news, and give this video a thumbs up so we can push it out into the YouTube algorithm so that more Pokemon fans can see it. And if you would like another way to support the channel, please feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. Let's look at how cute these sweatshirts are. But let's go ahead and hop into the raid counters.
Bye.
So like I mentioned, I don't see these raids being too terribly difficult considering it is a first stage Pokemon. However, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be going up against. So since it is a 7-star Terra raid, it is going to be a level 100 Pikachu, and it does have the Water Terra type, playing off of the Surfing Pikachu, of course. And thinking back to all of the other 7-star raids that we've had, it's most likely going to have its hidden ability, Lightning Rod, since all of the past Pokemon in the 7-star Terra raids this far have also had their hidden abilities. Now when it comes to its stats, they're not that good. Like I said, it's a stage 1 Pokemon, so it does have a speed stat of 90, so it's pretty quick, but everything else is relatively low. It's got a special defense stat of 50, special attack stat of 50, a defense stat of 40, an attack stat of 55, and an HP stat of 35. So it's definitely not a bulky Pokemon, and it is a mixed attacker, so you could probably expect that it's going to be using both types of moves during the raids. And speaking of moves, the 4 moves that I think it's most likely to have as its main moveset are Iron Tail, because we all know how much they love Pikachu using Iron Tail in the anime, and of course this Pikachu is definitely tied in with Pokemon Day and celebrating Ash and Pikachu leaving the anime. I don't really see another reason why they would give us a 7-star Pikachu raid that ends on Pokemon Day, so I can definitely see them putting Iron Tail on there for that reason. I can also see them putting something annoying on it like Nuzzle just to get that paralysis in, Volt Tackle since it is Pikachu's signature move, and of course, considering it's a Water Terra type, Surf. So I really don't see anything too crazy being thrown on there. I mean, I could definitely see them throwing Terra Blast on there as well just to get another water type move since it is a Water Terra. And in all reality, the one scary move that it does learn is Fly. Considering that it is an electric and water type during this raid, the smartest thing to bring would be grass types. So if it does have something like Fly, the grass types could be in trouble. However, realistically, I don't really see them putting Fly on it since we already have the Pikachu with the Flying Terra that we got as a pre-order bonus. So I think for this specific Pikachu, they're gonna focus on like water type moves since it's playing off of the Surfing Pikachu. But now that we know what we're going up against, this is what I think are going to be some of the best Pokemon in order to combat this level 100 Pikachu. So like I mentioned previously, grass types are going to be the safest bet to go into these raids just because it will most likely have that Lightning Rod ability. And so first up on my list, because I'm biased, I have Leafeon, who is of course a pure grass type, and I did leave the Grass Terra on it as well. I went ahead and threw a Covert Cloak on it, and EV wise I went ahead and maxed out its HP and its attack stat since Leafeon is a physical attacker, and of course you want to make it as bulky as possible by beefing up its HP. Leafeon's ability doesn't really matter in this case, so mine just has Leaf Guard on it. And moveset wise, I went ahead and gave it Leaf Blade, Synthesis, Sword Dance, and Tickle. I went with Leaf Blade because of course that is one of Leafeon's hardest hitting attacks. Synthesis to gain back any HP that you might lose during the raid. Sword Dance so that you can of course set up and increase your attack so that Leaf Blade hits even harder and you can do as much damage as possible. And Tickle because it's going to lower Pikachu's attack and defense stats by 1 stage. So a pretty straightforward build when it comes to Leafeon. Another great option has been one of the banes of my existence when it comes to battling because these things are so bulky and stally, which makes them perfect for raids, is Arboliva, which is of course a grass normal type. For Arboliva, I went ahead and threw on the Covert Cloak as well, and EV wise for Arboliva, I went ahead and maxed out its special attack and its HP since Arboliva is going to be a special attacker, and of course HP for obvious reasons. Arboliva also has a great ability with Seed Sower, which sets up a grassy terrain when it's hit by any type of attack, so not only will you slowly gain back HP, but it'll also help the rest of your team as well. And moveset wise, I went ahead and gave it Energy Ball, Sunny Day, Growth, and Strength Sap. Energy Ball is going to of course course be the attacking move that you're going to want to use in order to deal damage, and Sunny Day and Growth are actually going to work in tandem, which is nice. Growth increases your attack and special attack by 1 stage. However, if your Pokemon is in harsh sunlight, then it increases your attack and special attack by 2 stages. So obviously the logic here is you're going to want to set up Sunny Day and then use Growth. And then of course you can spam Energy Ball, and if you need to heal, you have Strength Sap, which not only is going to heal your Pokemon, but it also has the added bonus of dropping Pikachu's attack stat. So this is definitely going to be one of these stronger builds, especially if you are trying to solo a raid like this. And lastly, to finish off all of the grass-type Pokemons that you could bring to this raid, I was thinking about bringing a Lilligant. However, because I am Poke-broke until these raids start and I can farm them, I didn't get the chance to EV train it, but moveset-wise I went ahead and gave it Quiver Dance, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, and Energy Ball. So just another option if you did want to go with a more unique Pokemon. But if you are trying to build a team with your friends to raid together, and you don't want to be the attacker and you want to play support instead, a great support option would be Clodsire. I went ahead and tossed on Leftovers on it just to give it some healing. And for its EVs, of course, its HP is maxed out as well as its defense, so it's just going to be a tank. It's going to be a wall, basically. And for its moveset, I went ahead and threw Earth Power on there, Acid Spray, Helping Hand, and Recover. What's also great about Clodsire is it does have the Water Absorb ability, so if Pikachu does use something like Surf, then instead of taking any damage, Clodsire will actually get healed. Realistically, if you are bringing Clodsire as a support Pokemon, you're not really going to be using Earth Power. You're probably going to be going in with Acid Spray just to lower that special defense, and then of course use Helping Hand on whoever you have as your attacker and Recover to regain any HP in case you don't get enough healing from Leftovers or Water Absorb. And lastly, another great option to bring as support is Gastrodon, which I would probably throw Leftovers on Gastrodon as well. And just like Clodsire, I went ahead and maxed out its HP and defense stats. And also very similarly to Clodsire, Gastrodon has a great ability called Storm Drain, which if it gets hit by a water type move like Surf, instead of taking any damage from that water type move, it'll actually increase Gastrodon's special attack stat. So it's not giving you the same healing that Water Absorb does, but it is going to increase your special attack stat, and you're still taking no damage. And moveset wise, I went ahead and gave it Helping Hand, Earth Power, Chilling Water, and Recover. Helping Hand, of course, to help out your teammates, Chilling Water to lower Pikachu's attack stat, Recover to, of course, regain your HP, and Earth Power, you're not really going to be using it, but it's there if you need it. But those are the 2 big support Pokemon that I would personally bring. But someone remind me to give Gastrodon experience candies because I just realized that I left it at level 85, so I need to fix that. Make sure that you bring level 100 Pokemon. But these are the Pokemon that I and most of the Pokemon community agree are going to be some of the strongest Pokemon to bring to the Pikachu raids. Of course, there is a ton of other options that I didn't go over in this video, so if you have other Pokemon that you think are going to work just as well, or other movesets that you think I should try on these Pokemon, then leave them down below in the comments. But hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and thank you to each and every single one of you who have joined the channel as members. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!